What is up, everybody? Motopilot here. I am the new owner of a Jeep Gladiator, and I know a lot of you guys are questioning towing capacity, and I want to talk about the trip I just did pulling my boat from Riverside to Havasu. It's about a 3.5-4 hour trip, and the results I got are phenomenal. Now, this is the Mojave model, which has a 6,000 pound towing capacity. And I want to tell you guys how great this thing towed. Maybe it'll answer some of your questions. Okay, so first let me show you guys what we're towing here. This is a 21-foot sleek craft. It's, kind of like a power boat. It's not super big, not super small, open bow, which might shave off some weight. What I'm reading on Google is the boat should, with the trailer, comes in at around 4,500 pounds. I don't know if that's accurate. It might be a little bit lighter than that, but this is what we're working with here. Now, keep in mind, this is not a big travel trailer, which is basically like a big brick on wheels. This thing is going to cut through the wind very well, which is going to make things perform better. So my initial assessment when I picked up my boat from storage was, wow, this Gladiator Mojave has got great torque and great gearing. I mean, when I go up to a red light and take off when it turns green, I can't hardly even feel the boat back there. The Jeep just pulls off the red light like it's nothing. Now, one thing I want to mention that I think is very important for you guys is drive your Jeep in manual. Don't leave it in just automatic shifting. Put it in the manual setting. I'll show you that in a minute. And it'll make this thing perform so much better when you're driving. So yeah, first assessment is this thing pulls this boat no problem. So when we hit the road on our way to the river, going down the highway, the mileage kept getting better and better and better. And I was, the trip from here to there is relatively flat with some upgrades and some downgrades, but they're pretty light. You almost don't even know you're on an upgrade or downgrade. But let me tell you what I was getting. As much as 16.8 miles per gallon, cruising along at 75 miles an hour in 7th gear. RPMs were around 2,700. I actually put it in 8th gear for a little while just to see how it would do, and it didn't really change the miles per gallon. It dropped down the RPM to around 2,000, but I didn't like what that was probably doing to the transmission. That's more of an overdrive gear. So I dropped it back down to 7th, and I was in shock. I was getting that many miles per gallon towing this boat. On upgrades, slight uphills, I would drop it down to 6th gear or 5th gear, and I could maintain 70 to 75 miles an hour the whole time. And I think the least mileage I got on an upgrade was somewhere around 12 miles per gallon. So if you average out the trip, 12 miles per gallon, 16 miles per gallon, let's say I'm getting 14 miles per gallon on average. That's pretty stinking good, because I've seen so many videos about these Mojaves, these guys getting 8 miles per gallon. I doubt that they're towing what I'm towing, which is, a fairly light boat. It's low profile, cutting through the wind. And yeah, it was amazing. So let me show you here. If you're not familiar, maybe you're a new owner, maybe you're thinking about buying one and you haven't pulled the trigger yet, so you're not super familiar with the shifting on these things. So you got your regular shifting here. Normally, just for every day, you put it in drive and just drive along. Well, if you're towing something, you want to pull the shifter all the way back to drive and then pull it to the left, and it goes into manual mode. So, and then you'll get up here, you'll see a little shifting. It'll tell you what gear you're in at the bottom of your dash. So to shift it, you just pull it backwards and forwards to choose what gear you want. And when I'm taking off from a red light, what I would usually do is I would shift at around 3,000 RPM if I'm on a flat. You can shift at 2500. You know, just don't gun it. Just roll into it and just cruise along. And I never got heavy throttle. You know, you don't need to. You can just take off with light throttle, and it takes right off. If you're on an upgrade, you may want to let the RPMs climb a little higher between shifts, maybe 3,500, 4,000. Depends on what you're towing and what kind of an upgrade you're on. But you definitely want to be in manual mode. That'll make this thing perform so much better. Even if you're cruising down the freeway, don't put it in automatic. Just keep it in manual and choose the gears yourself. Now, obviously, your results will depend on your tires and which Gladiator you have. This has got the stock size tires on for a Mojave, which is the 285 70 17. Really quiet tires, seem to perform well. Like I said, I've only had this Jeep about a month, so I haven't really changed anything. But I have to say that I am super impressed with how this Mojave did pulling this boat. I mean, it was shocking that I was getting that kind of mileage. And it just, even with the weight of the boat on the Jeep, you know, you don't feel like, well, this thing's like a, you know, mid-weight vehicle. You're going to feel the boat pushing you around. When you hit the brakes, you're going to feel like it's going to want to keep pushing you. None of that. I could barely even feel the boat back there at all, whether I'm going down the highway, coming up, braking for red lights. It just felt like a full-size truck. And I come from driving Chevy Silverados my whole life. So this thing is fantastic. If you're pulling weight, you know, make sure you check out the capacity of your Jeep. I know the sports, they pull what, 7,500 pound max. But if you have a boat this size and you're worried and wondering, I mean, this thing can pull a bigger boat and it would still be great. So I hope that answers some questions. Just wanted to share that experience while it's still fresh in my mind, and because I'm super impressed, and I think it's a good message for you guys to know. Anyways, a lot of other Jeep stuff probably going to come along on this channel. If you're a Jeep guy and you want to check it out, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See you guys next video.